One is famous for its colorful streets, horse-drawn carriages, and timeless charm. The other welcomes millions with its grand public squares, moss-covered oak trees, and one of the most photographed historic districts in America. Both sit along the Atlantic coast. Both are packed with history. Both are dream destinations for travelers and increasingly popular places to call home. But if you had to choose just one, which city deserves your next vacation, or maybe even your next move? Charleston, South Carolina, or Savannah, Georgia? Let's find out. Round 1. First impressions. The charm test. Let's start with what you'll notice the moment you arrive. Charleston feels polished from the very beginning. Walking through the historic district, you're surrounded by colorful homes, elegant churches, and cobblestone streets that somehow make every corner feel like a movie scene. It has an upscale energy that's hard to ignore. Savannah creates a completely different first impression. Instead of busy streets, you'll find peaceful public squares shaded by enormous oak trees draped in Spanish moss. The pace slows down almost instantly, and honestly, that's part of the city's magic. Charleston feels refined. Savannah feels relaxed. Both are incredibly beautiful, but they deliver two very different kinds of southern charm. And that difference becomes even more obvious once you start exploring. Round 2. History and attractions. The time travel test. Both cities are living history books, but they tell their stories in different ways. Charleston played a major role in early American history and the Civil War. You can visit historic homes, Fort Sumter, beautiful waterfront parks, and centuries-old churches that still stand proudly today. Walking through downtown feels like stepping back in time. Savannah has its own unforgettable story. The city's famous grid of historic squares makes it unlike anywhere else in the country. Forsyth Park, River Street, and beautifully preserved neighborhoods give Savannah an atmosphere that's both historic and surprisingly lively. Charleston impresses with grand landmarks. Savannah wins people over with its layout and atmosphere. One feels like an outdoor museum. The other feels like history that's still alive every single day. But history isn't the only reason people keep coming back. Round 3. Food scene. The flavor test. Now let's talk about one of the biggest reasons people visit the South. Charleston has quietly become one of America's top food cities. Fresh seafood, shrimp and grits, oyster bars, low-country cuisine, and award-winning restaurants have put the city on the national culinary map. Whether you're grabbing fried chicken or enjoying fine dining by the waterfront, the quality is consistently impressive. Savannah isn't far behind. The city serves incredible southern comfort food, fresh coastal seafood, classic barbecue, and locally owned restaurants full of personality. River Street also offers plenty of casual spots where you can enjoy great food while watching ships pass by. Charleston feels more upscale and chef-driven. Savannah feels authentic, local, and incredibly welcoming. Neither city disappoints if you're arriving hungry. And trust me, you'll probably leave a few pounds heavier. But after the food comes the lifestyle. Round 4. Lifestyle and vibe. The living here test. This is where these two cities really begin to separate themselves. Charleston has grown rapidly over the past decade. New businesses, luxury developments, and young professionals have brought fresh energy to the city. It feels ambitious while still protecting its historic character. Savannah moves at a slower pace. Life feels easier here. Locals spend evenings walking through the squares, relaxing by the riverfront, or enjoying live music without feeling rushed. Charleston has the energy of a city that's constantly growing. Savannah reminds you that slowing down isn't always a bad thing. One encourages you to stay busy. The other reminds you to enjoy the moment. But no matter where you live, eventually you'll have to think about your wallet. And that's where things get interesting. Round 5. Cost of living. The wallet test. Let's be real. Beauty usually comes with a price. Charleston has become one of the Southeast's most desirable cities, and demand has pushed housing costs higher. Buying a home or renting near downtown can be expensive, especially compared to many other southern cities. Savannah generally offers a little more breathing room. While prices have risen here too, housing and everyday living expenses are often a bit more manageable, particularly outside the historic district. Neither city is exactly cheap anymore. But Savannah often gives you a little more bang for your buck. Charleston asks you to pay extra for its booming economy and coastal prestige. Whether that's worth it depends entirely on your priorities. And speaking of priorities, your career could completely change this decision. Round 6. Jobs and growth. The future test opportunity matters just as much as lifestyle. Charleston has become one of the Southeast's fastest growing economies. Major employers in manufacturing, aerospace, healthcare, logistics, and technology continue bringing new jobs into the region. The Port of Charleston also plays a huge role in the local economy. Savannah is growing quickly too. The Port of Savannah is one of the busiest in the country, creating thousands of jobs in logistics and transportation. Tourism remains a huge employer, while new manufacturing investments continue strengthening the local economy. Charleston feels slightly more diversified. Savannah continues building impressive momentum. Both cities are attracting newcomers every year for a reason. Neither one feels stuck in the past. But work isn't everything. Eventually, everyone wants to know what life looks like after office hours. Round 7. Beaches, entertainment and weekend fun. The escape test. This is where coastal living really starts to shine. Charleston gives you quick access to beautiful beaches like Folly Beach, Isle of Palms, and Sullivan's Island. Add rooftop bars, waterfront parks, local festivals, live music, and professional sporting events nearby, and weekends practically plan themselves. Savannah offers something different. Tybee Island is just a short drive away, while River Street stays lively with restaurants, shopping, street performers, and riverfront nightlife. The city's festivals and art scene keep the calendar full all year long. Charleston feels slightly more upscale. Savannah feels more laid back and spontaneous. Neither city runs out of things to do. It simply depends on how you like spending your weekends. But before packing your bags, there's one more reality check. Round 8. The hidden cons. The reality check. No city is perfect. Charleston struggles with traffic as its population continues growing. Flooding during heavy rain can also affect certain areas, and peak tourist season brings large crowds. Savannah has its own challenges. Summers are hot and humid, hurricanes remain a seasonal concern, and some neighborhoods require careful research before moving. Success has brought growing pains to both cities. Charleston is balancing rapid expansion. Savannah is balancing growth while protecting its historic identity. Neither challenge is a deal-breaker. They're simply part of living in two of America's most desirable coastal cities. Final verdict: Charleston and Savannah may look similar on a map, but they offer two completely different southern experiences. Charleston is for people who want a fast-growing coastal city with a strong job market, award-winning restaurants, beautiful beaches, and an energetic lifestyle. It feels polished, ambitious, and constantly moving forward. Savannah is perfect for those who value slower mornings, historic charm, tree-lined streets, riverfront sunsets, and a more relaxed pace of life. It feels authentic, welcoming, and effortlessly memorable. Neither city makes the stronger case for everyone. It all comes down to what kind of southern lifestyle fits you best. So now it's your turn. If someone handed you 2 free plane tickets, Charleston or Savannah, which one are you choosing? Drop your pick in the comments and tell us why. And if you enjoy real city comparisons that go beyond rankings, stereotypes, and clickbait, hit like, subscribe, and join us for the next City Clash Showdown.